Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to get on here right at this time and at this moment and talk about, our health, talk about keeping ourselves healthy. I know that a lot of us, some of us are more concerned about our health than other people. Some people may not be as concerned, about their health as some are. But I am one of those people that is concerned about their health. And what I wanted to talk about is when your body gets used to that consistency of exercising, when your body gets used to that daily exercise routine or that daily exercise plan. It's like when your body actually gets to that place where it's actually gotten used to doing workouts, and when your body has actually gotten to that place where it's able to go through a full workout, then you are making great progress. I know sometimes, it may seem like, I'm not really making any progress. I'm not seeing any results. But when your body gets used to a workout, and because of consistency, and because this is something that you have chose to do and that you have actually made up your mind to do, and as I speak to you, I speak to myself, and as I encourage you, I encourage myself. For many of us are just in this together, you are making progress. Because some of us can can think about when we first started, because when your body isn't used to exercising, or even when, this may be something sensitive, but even when you may have a lot of weight on you, you may be overweight, or you may be obese, and then your body isn't used to exercising, it can be very hard, it can be very difficult when you have decided to start exercising. So your body is going to feel it, and you may not be able to get through a 30-minute walk. You may not be able to walk that mile when you're first starting out, because your body is just not used to exercising and working certain muscles and things of that. But this is what I want to say to you and I, is that we always have to start somewhere, and even if that means that you have to start taking those baby steps, but starting somewhere and making some progress is better than not starting at all and not making any progress. So you just keep being patient. I heard a fitness trainer that I actually do her workouts on YouTube, and her name is Leslie Sansone, and she has her own YouTube channel, and she is the creator of Walk at Home videos, and she has a lot of videos where it's like brisk walking, boosted walking, and those are some of the videos that I tend to veer more towards when I'm doing my at-home workouts. But I just encourage you all to check out her channel. I believe she's almost up to maybe close to 4 million followers. 4 million subscribers. I'm not really sure what her social media is like, but I know on YouTube she's over 3 million subscribers. But she, on one of her workout videos, she said, be patient with yourself, and she says, don't allow yourself to be discouraged. And she also said, keep showing up. And that's what you have to do. You have to keep showing up. You have to be patient with yourself, and don't allow yourself to be discouraged because of what you physically see. And you have to believe. You have to believe in yourself. You have to say, I am going to make better changes. I'm going to decide that I'm going to eat more healthier. I'm going to stick to a daily and consistent exercise plan, that I'm going to lose weight, that I'm going to get down to a healthier weight, and that I will be healthy and I will be happy. And this is what I say to myself, because all of this is new to me. And when you focus more on eating more healthier, it means that you're going to have to work on creating a plan. And when I say create a plan, I mean creating a realistic plan. Don't create something that that you're not going to do, or that you're not going to stick to. So it has to be a realistic plan. So you don't want to be planning, like prepping your meal plan, and you're having foods on there that you don't like or you don't really care about, because we want to eat more healthier and becoming more healthier into if it's for losing weight, getting down to a more healthier weight size, or if it's just you just want to be strong, you want your body to be strong, you just want to feel good. And when you're eating right and when you're exercising, you feel so good in your body, versus just sitting around eating all of that, fatty foods, fast food, eating all of those snacks and junk food, and eating all of that processed food and all of that. All of that tends to kind of set up in your body and create toxins, and then you're not exercising, you're not moving around, you're not going to feel and then you may be putting on weight, and you're not going to feel very good in your body. But what I found out is that the more you take care of your body, the better you will feel. The more you eat more healthier, the better you will feel. The more you exercise and move your body, because the body was made to move, and the more we move, the more we want to move, the more we start to get used to and become accustomed to getting up and moving around, the more your body wants to. But the more you sit down, the more your body just wants to sit down, and it just wants to be lazy, and it just doesn't want to get up and do what it needs to do. And I want to say this, I say eating more healthier versus dieting. Eating more healthier is a way for you to clean up your diet, so you can also see it in that way. But when I think of the word diet, I think of us like depriving ourselves from eating certain foods, so I'm not going to eat chips, I'm not going to eat fast food, I'm not going to drink soda, and I believe that no food is off limit, but there are foods and drinks that we have to extremely cut back on in order to become healthy, in order, if you've had weight issues or weight problems, in order to lose weight. I believe healthier eating and a daily exercise plan goes hand to hand, that the two of those things actually work together to ensure that you see great results in your health. But no food is off limit, but things like fatty foods, fast food, junk food, sodas, juices, and all of that, it's not that you cannot have those things, but I do encourage you and I to cut back on those things, because eating too much of that can cause weight gain, and it can cause a lot of toxins and things to be stored up in the body, and it can start to create and bring forth health issues, like high blood pressure and high cholesterol and diabetes and things like that, especially if you're eating like that all the time. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you are a person that's like, for the most part, I eat healthy. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, I try to focus more on substituting, non-healthy snacks for more of healthier things. But the healthier foods that you're eating are foods that you like. I don't recommend, because I wouldn't even eat or drink anything that I don't even like, although it may be healthy. But if I don't like it, if it doesn't taste good to me, then I'm not going to eat it. So think about healthier foods that you can eat that you actually enjoy. But if you eat healthy for the most part, it's not going to hurt you, to go out and get a burger from Burger King. You know what I'm saying? If you eat healthy for the most part, for the majority of the time, it's not going to hurt you, to eat that ice cream cone or eat a piece of cake or things of that. But if you, don't really eat healthy and, you have very poor eating habits or poor eating habits, then you want to focus more on starting out trying to eat more healthier and kind of making those substitutions, saying, okay, I'm not going to eat, a bag of chips. Instead, I'm going to eat a fruit salad. You know what I'm saying? So instead of frying chicken, your chicken tenders, you can choose to bake them. Or like, even if you choose to like fry some chicken, what I do is I usually buy like the cooking oil that like zero cholesterol. And even when it comes to seasoning your foods, to maybe try to eliminate so much salt, like salt and seasoned salt, because I know with me, like when I seasoned up my food, when I was seasoning up my food, it's like I'm using salt and seasoned salt and garlic salt, and that is a lot of salt that can really trigger your blood pressure to rise. So think about kind of using a variety of herbs and seasonings. It doesn't always have to be salt. I know that a lot of us just love salt and we want to put salt on everything. But it's not that you can't have salt, it's just you have to start cutting back on using so much salt. And that's what I want to say. Like, nothing is really off limit, but you have to, there are certain things that I believe that we have to extremely cut back on in order to maintain a more healthier healthier lifestyle and a more healthier living. And I just wanted to say that, because even when it comes to your exercise and your consistent of a workout, it's going to take time for your body to start to adapt. But once your body starts to adapt to that workout, it's like you're unstoppable. And it's like before, you would dread it because it was like, oh my goodness, my legs is hurting, my back is hurting, everything is hurting, because your body is not used to working out, and you are working muscles and things that have been just sitting and has never been worked. So your body is going to feel pain. But the more you exercise and the more you stick to that daily exercise plan and coupling that up with eating more healthier, then your body is going to start to adapt to the workout, and then you will find yourself actually going through a full workout and then some. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can find yourself actually going through a 30-minute workout, and then you're like, oh, I can keep going, because now your body has adapted. But what I also found out, you all, that it does take consistency, because this is what I found out even about my own body, that when you stop exercising, like when you are inconsistent and you have a goal, you will never reach your goal being inconsistent. In order for you and I to reach our health goal, if you have a health goal, then it's going to take consistency. It's going to take repetitiveness. It's going to take you going and keeping at it and keeping at it and showing up and showing up and showing up. And this also takes just getting your mind right, getting your thought processes in the right perspective too. Because when you're thinking about being in good health and thinking about eating healthy and eating better, thinking about workout, then that is what you're going to find yourself doing, because you desire such a more healthier lifestyle, and then your body gets so used to that. But when you are inconsistent, like one day you're working out and then the 3 or 4 days you're not working out, and then you're working out for another day, and then you don't work out for another whole week. What I found out about my body is that it retracts. So like if I go more than 2 days without exercising, my body will retract. That means that when I start back exercising again, my body has to start all over again. My body has to start that process all over again. And it's like, wow. And I had to actually, everybody's body is different. So I'm not saying that's your body too. But what I'm saying is that's my body. And that's what I had to find out about my body. That if I don't do this daily, you know what I'm saying? If I don't do this daily, which requires me to make sure that I keep my mind intact, and keep my mind in order. If I don't do this, then I'm not going to actually reach my goal and make it to the finish line. I'm just going to keep finding myself going backwards, having to start all over again, when the plan and the goal is to move forward, and to actually see great results and actually see yourself reaching, your goal. If you have a weight loss goal, being consistent is what's going to help you and what's going to cause you to actually reach that weight loss goal. But being inconsistent is only going to keep causing you to have a setback and causing your body to retract, and where you have to kind of like start all over again with that process. And that's what I had to discover about myself. I realized that when it came to my body, when I don't exercise, like if I go a couple of days or even longer sometimes without exercising, my legs will start to hurt, and that's like a signal that I need to exercise. Like my legs will really start to hurt. But I noticed that when I'm consistent and when I'm actually doing a workout and things of that every day, then my legs are not hurting like that. You know what I'm saying? Because exercise is where you build muscle strength, and where you burn fat and you burn calories and you tone your muscles and you build and make your bones and things of that stronger. You get all of that through exercising. And when I don't agree with this, everybody's entitled to their own opinion, but this is my take on it, that I've heard people tell other people, you don't have to exercise. Why you don't have to exercise when the body itself was made to move? We walk, we're using our legs, we're moving. When we're talking, we're using our mouths. When we're looking around, we're using our eyes. The body was made to move. And in exercising is where you build up strength. So to say that we don't need to exercise, then I don't agree with that, because that is where your body gets stronger. When you're exercising, your bones and your muscles are becoming stronger, and you're going to have a more stronger body, and that's what we want. We want a strong, healthy body, and that comes with eating more healthier, making those substitutions, and it comes with sticking to a daily and consistent exercise plan, and things of that. And I also want to mention, because sometimes you may have to seek out tips even with us women, because we go through our monthly thing, as women, and it's kind of like you may not feel like kind of doing a whole lot of moving around, or doing a lot of things where it requires you to lift up your legs and things because of that time of the month. But what I've been doing is, instead of during those times, is really a good time where you might find where it would be a good idea to kind of slightly cut back on eating more than you usually do, and also continue to do workouts, but may not do the full time that you usually do. If you do 30 minutes, if you do 45 minutes, kind of cutting that time back down in half during that time of the month, maybe to 15 minutes or things of that. Or if you want to say, okay, I'm going to use this time to just kind of do things around the house, move around the house, clean up the house, so that can be like your form of exercising, but you're mindful of that during the time of the month and things of that. So I just wanted to get on here and just speak to you. Just when your body gets used to that workout, it's like I was doing a workout, I want to say last week, and it was just such like an honor. It was just really a blessing that my body felt so good, in doing that workout. And even myself, I have a long ways to go, but I have started somewhere in order to make progress, in order to reach my goal, and to become more healthier, and to actually become and get down to a more healthier weight, because I do have a lot of weight on me. And I do, when you think of BMI, when you think of height, when you think of height to weight, just for my height, I do have, a lot of weight on me. So I am, working towards losing weight, working more on, lowering my salt intake, eating a whole lot of restaurant foods and processed foods and snacks and things of that. But it's a process. But as long as you are making progress and you are on that path of progression, then that is what matters the most, But it's all a process. It all takes time. It all takes being repetitive. It all takes consistency. It all takes getting your mind right, getting your mind intact, bringing those thought processes, bringing those thought processes, together, and keeping those things intact and in order, and then you'll be on your way moving forward. You're going to find yourself body getting stronger. You're going to find yourself losing weight. You're going to find yourself feeling so good and more happier and more healthy, because I believe this also, that just be real and be honest. I'm going to be real. I'm going to be honest. When your health isn't where it needs to be, and when you're going through so much in the body, it's like to me, it's like how happy can you be, when your body is going through so much, and when your body is dealing with so much, because you have to understand that we're all individuals, and what my body goes through, I have to deal with that. I have to put up with that, and no one knows, you have to deal with the pain, and you have to deal with the sicknesses and the diseases that your body can go through, and because of just poor health habits, you know what I'm saying, poor eating habits, and not taking care of ourselves can cause the body to be a house for diseases and sicknesses and things of that. And my body wasn't created, and I want to tell you that too. Your body wasn't created. It wasn't designed. It wasn't formed to be a house for sicknesses. For sicknesses and diseases. And it's like when all of these things are going on in your body, it's like you're not your best self. You know what I mean? You're not your best self, and you're not really happy, because you're going through so much in your body, so much pain, so much, lack of energy, it could be, so much weight, and things of that. And I feel like sometimes when we're dealing with so much in our bodies, that the very own people that may need us, and the very own people that's close to us, we can't really do for them like we need to, or like we should, because we're going through so much in our body, you know what I mean? And we're so focused on everything that we're going through in our bodies. But when you become your best self, working on becoming your best self and becoming the best version of yourself, then you're able to tend to, the things that matter the most. Tend to the people that are really close to you and there for you, and that matters the most. Like your children. If you're married, like your spouse or your significant other. But when you're taking care of yourself, I believe that happiness and being healthy works together, and when you're exercising, the more you exercise, the more you move your body. Get this, the more you exercise, the more you move your body, the more you eat more healthier, the more you have to say, I am making progress. The more I do this, the more I am making progress towards, if you have a goal, towards your goal, and that you are closer to reaching your goal than you think. Just keep going, just keep going, just keep going. You may not see the results now, but I'm going to tell you this: if you keep going, you're going to start to see results. You may not see them now, but you have to give it time, and you have to work it, and you have to work it. If you work eating more healthier, if you work consistently exercising daily, then it's going to work for you. It's not going to work against you. It's going to work for you. So if you are on board with me, everything I said, everything I talked about, you're like, oh yeah, I understand what you're saying. I'm there with you. Keep going. Don't give up. Be patient with yourself. Don't you get discouraged. You just have to keep at it. You have to keep at it. Keep your mind right. Keep your mind intact. You may have to find yourself turning down a lot of things, saying no. You're gonna have to find yourself doing a lot of substitution when it comes to your daily food intake and what you drink on a daily basis. You're gonna have to do some substitutions and things like that. But for the most part, what I'm saying is, eat more healthier for the most part. For the most part, do your exercise and do your daily workouts. We know that sometimes life happens and you may miss your workout, but say, okay, I may not have done it today, but I'm going to jump back on it tomorrow. You may have been, something came up and you may not have been able to actually prep your meals or meal prep or anything like that, and you may have eaten something that wasn't very healthy or very less healthier, and that's okay. We're not trying to be perfect here. No one is perfect, but as long as you have a mindset of just progression, and I'm saying, that's what I'm saying, and having like a winner's mindset and having that growth mindset and that mindset that says, I'm going to progress. That is what matters. And then you have your plan in place, and that you are actively working your plan, and that you are on your way to actually getting to the finish line and reaching your goal. So let's just keep at it. Keep at it. Keep doing it. Keep at it. You're going to start seeing the results. And it's like, you may not see it now, but when you start seeing those results, I believe that the results will cause you and I to become even more encouraged and even more determined. Like, I'm starting to actually see results. So you know that what you're doing is working when you actually start to see those results. Also too, when it comes to wanting to lose weight, when you're like, well, I'm not seeing the weight loss, but if you're able, you may not see it now, but you're making progress. Some way, somehow, you are making progress. Get this, you may say, well, I haven't lost any weight, but I'm able to get through my workout. I haven't lost any weight, but I'm able to walk a mile in a mile and a half. You know what I'm saying? Whereas before, you just couldn't do it. It's like 5 minutes in or 10 minutes in, you are just swamped, but now you're able to get through a full workout, and then you're able to actually go longer, so you're able to actually go past maybe 30 minutes or so, 45 minutes. That's you making progress. The body is making progress. And sooner or later, you're going to start to see the weight fall off. You're going to start to see the weight fall off. And then you're going to start to see, you become, more smaller, because you're losing the weight. And the more the weight comes off, the more you are getting down to a more healthier weight. So I just wanted to get on here and just talk to you all about this and speak to you all about this. Just keep going, keep making progress, keep going through the process, keep eating more healthier, keep showing up for your workouts, keep showing out for your workouts, and just keep going, keep moving, and you will make it to the finish line, and you will reach your goal. Until next time, you take care and you be safe.